If you love classic car restoration programs, chances are you have probably watched Chasing Classic Cars. It has become one of the most successful car shows, ranking as one of Velocity's best shows, now known as a motor trend. However, it wasn't always that popular. The show only recently broke through and received high ratings from the audience. Many were surprised that it took so long for the show to rise among the best. In the show, Wayne Carini chases after classic cars, not quite literally. But if it's Maserati Ghibli or a 1947 Alfa Romeo, then he would surely run after it. He just loves classic cars and has a very strong passion to fix them up. And this was recognized by Velocity at that time, which allowed him to showcase his journey to the audience. He would later be referred to as a collector car archaeologist by his fans. Wayne led the show as he locates classic automobiles to buy with the intent of reselling them later on. He would restore the automobiles if needed and auction them to interested buyers. This process of hunting down the classic cars was so fascinating that it kept the viewers thrilled. It was similar to looking for shiny Pokémon and finding one after grinding for several hours. Since Chasing Classic Cars released a new season every year, one would have expected Season 18 to be released in 2022, as its 17th season finished airing on August 18, 2021. But to everyone's surprise, it never did. It's already 2023, and there is still no official news regarding Season 18 of Chasing Classic Cars. This has left many fans wondering if the show has been canceled. Fortunately, it hasn't been canceled, at least not officially. However, the show's future is uncertain as Wayne has gotten into legal trouble. In June 2020, William Robert Richmond, an Australian antique car collector, filed a lawsuit against Wayne's business, F-40 Restoration, claiming the replevin of a rare 1934 Pierce Arrow coupe. For those who don't know, replevin is a legal term used for recovering personal property that was wrongfully or unlawfully taken away from them. Here's what happened. In 2009, Richmond went to the US for restoration work and met Gary Dixhoe. Richmond hired him to handle around 19 vehicles for their purchase and shipment. A year went by since their professional relationship, and in 2010, he purchased the Pierce Arrow through Dixhoe and put it in Dixhoe's workshop. But on September 29, 2016, Richmond sued Dixhoe, and Dixhoe filed for bankruptcy on February 8, 2017. During the bankruptcy process, Dixhoe testified that the Pierce Arrow belonged to Richmond. However, in June of the same year, Dixhoe contacted Gullwing Motors to see if they would purchase the Pierce Arrow without Richmond's knowledge. They negotiated and bought the vehicle for $62,500. Just 2 months later, in August, Gullwing Motors sold it to F-40 Motorsports for $110,000. Then, Sotheby's became interested in buying the classic Pierce Arrow and even purchased it for an extravagant $250,000. On October 10th, Sotheby's sold it to a client for $275,000. This all happened in the same year, but Richmond only learned about this in June of 2018 when he was informed about it by Dixhoe. Richmond's representative contacted the client, who had purchased the Pierce Arrow, and notified him of Richmond's ownership over the Pierce Arrow. After learning about this dispute, Gullwing, F-40, and Sotheby's agreed among themselves to refund and return the vehicle. But when Richmond asked for him to retrieve the Pierce Arrow, the F-40 refused. And that's how the lawsuit happened. The assigned judge, Carrie A. Dooley, said, "This case represents one of those rare but unfortunate cases where although all parties ostensibly acted in good faith, one is doomed to incur the losses occasioned by a bad actor, who is himself not a party to the litigation." The lawsuit soon caused an uproar among the show's viewers, which then shed light on other untruthful things about the show. One of the first things that came out was that auction prices weren't always what was depicted in the program. Customers could end up paying way more than the initially agreed price due to the hidden cost and fees. Registration fees, premium percentages, and reserve, non-reserve cars, to name a few. But it also goes both ways. Wayne could end up not profiting from some of the car restoration and auctions. Not every one of his repairs and auctions was a hit. Some cars did not sell even after renovation, but airing such failures on the TV show would have been detrimental to the ratings. That's it for the video. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you like the video. Do comment if you want Season 18 of Chasing Classic Cars.